Alright, please find a comfortable place. We're going to sit in a quiet place. We will not be chanting too much today, just the beginning and the end. And we will be using a coffee cup, empty coffee cup, for today's sitting. Namaskar. My name is Gaurav Rastogi. My spiritual name is Ekras Gorakh. And this meditation today that we'll be doing is one of my favorite meditations. A few years ago, I had begun a project to create meditations that people can actually weave into their everyday schedule. Because frequently I would hear from people that they would like to meditate, but they just don't have the time. But I didn't want to make any popular meditation that's based on some modern mumbo-jumbo nonsense. So I wanted to go make the meditations extremely authentic, directly from source. And yet create meditations that people are able to carry into their everyday work. And so there are meditations for the time you're sitting in your commute, when you're not driving, that is, mind you. We have meditations for times when you come back from work. We have meditations for empty blue skies, days just like today when the sky is blue and bright outside. We have meditations for late night. We have meditations for, I've made meditations for occasions like today, which is, today's sitting is meditation on the afternoon's emptiness with a coffee cup. This involves using an empty cup. And all of us take coffee breaks. You know, when you have a busy schedule at work, you do often need to take time out to go out for coffee. And you don't really need the coffee, you just need the break. So why don't you take the opportunity to sit for 20-25 minutes just with your empty coffee cup, staring into it. That's what we'll be doing today. So this is for those mid-afternoon slumps when you need to go out for coffee. But this time, just get an empty cup and sit outside the coffee shop, gazing lovingly into the coffee cup. Now, the perk is real, but there won't be any jitters afterwards with this kind of coffee. So we'll begin. I will explain to you what we're doing. Unlike my usual sittings, I will explain a little bit more about what we're doing and what the original sources of authenticity are. I want to make sure and assure you that this isn't some new age nonsense. This is directly from our scriptures. It is exactly the sort of meditation that's been designed for the sort of use we're doing it, and that it works. And good proof of that it works is going to be you. You're going to be observing the changes in your own attention to detail, in what you see, what you don't see, and what you see, that which you weren't seeing. It's going to be fun, it will be surprising, and I'm really glad we're doing this. It's one of my favorite sittings. Now, just find your empty spot, sit down comfortably. You're going to still need to sit comfortably with your back straight. If you're sitting with a coffee cup, you can sit on a chair. With the coffee cup on a table, just the way I have it in front of me, it's all right. Now, close your eyes. Close your eyes and relax the expression on your face. Let the tongue fall into the base of the mouth. Bring a smile to your face. The back, neck, and head are in a straight line. Relax the shoulders. Relax your belly. Now, as you inhale, breathe directly into the belly, letting the belly expand as you inhale. As you exhale, just let go. Inhaling into the belly, letting the belly expand. Exhaling, just let go. Let go of your thoughts. Let go of your preoccupations. As you exhale, feel a sigh of relief wash through the body and just let go. Maintain this rhythm, breathing into the belly, and as you exhale, just let go. Bring your palms together at the heart center, pressing the palms together gently, touching the fingers together gently, very gently touching the back of the thumbs into your chest. Now bring your attention to the hollow space between the palms, observing the vibration, any sensation. We're going to chant Om 3 times and then the opening prayers, Sahana Bhavatu. Exhale completely. Take a deep breath. Inhale. 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 Inhale, then chant. Sahana bhavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, saviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Keeping your eyes closed, just let the palms drop into your lap. You can keep your palms in your lap or face down on your thighs. Whatever works for you is all right. Keep your eyes closed. I'm giving you some more instructions. So the Taoist, the Chinese Taoist, Lao Tzu said, and I quote, "We shape the clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want." End quote. So you see, the thing that we see isn't always the thing that we use. We buy a car for the space inside. We buy a computer for all the wonderful things you're going to keep inside. Same with your phone. What you see, what you buy, what you touch isn't quite often the thing that you actually use. The thing that you actually use is quite obviously nothing. It is not a thing. It's just the space. Often it is the unseen that gives the object its true meaning. And so today's sitting is really a meditation on emptiness and form. The form is the outer form, the thing that contains the emptiness inside. And the value we often ascribe to the form. We buy a car or a phone or a coffee cup. But the space inside is what actually carries value. We don't eat the coffee cup, unlike the ice cream cone, but we consume the things carried in the space inside it. And this emptiness and form applies to everything, as we will see in the sitting itself, and as I'll cover after when we return out of the sitting. The emptiness carries the most value, the most information, the most meaning, but the form takes all the credit. Now, Your eyes are still closed, right? This is an old Tantra technique, and it requires soft eyes. Now, we're not looking for the hard edges of objects. We're not trying to laser the objects with our keen penetrating vision, none of that. Instead, we're going to soften our gaze. We're going to see things very softly and see the inner meaning itself. We will be seeing the object with gentle, loving eyes, and that loving gaze will bring with it the vision of emptiness. Now, we're going to do this as if we're doing it at the afternoon break. It's 3 o'clock, you've just stepped out of the office, you're gone for coffee, but you're not going for coffee really because it's 3 o'clock and the coffee you have now will keep you up at night. So you're going to use your coffee break by actually staring into your cup. And the cup is reusable, you can stare into it as many times as you like, so take your cup in and out. And when you go back to work after this sitting, you'll notice something really surprising, something quite interesting that I found unexpected even to me as I designed this sitting, which was that I saw things with new eyes. Spaces, things, objects, people, everything was imbued with a new meaning. Things aren't always as they appear. And that's what we're going to discover in this sitting. Now, I'll be recording this sitting, so don't say anything unusual. Also, the first time you do this, you may not see what I'm asking you to see. Now, when you get back to work from this sitting, you'll see how things aren't always as they appear. And that's going to be the wonderful takeaway from your little coffee excursion in the middle of the day. Now, I'll give you some more instructions at the end of this sitting. And if your eyes are closed, it's all right. Keep your eyes closed because you're already sitting the way you need to. Okay, now someone's talking. I'm going to mute you. Done? Thank you. Volume is high. Okay, I'm going to increase my gain. Is this any better? Of course, I can't hear you, so I'm going to hope that you can hear me clearly. Also, if you can't hear me now, I'm using a state-of-the-art mic, and which means you're going to have to turn up your volume. Saurabhji, I'm going to ask you, is this all? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. It's the middle of the day, 3 o'clock, you've gone out for a coffee break. You go to your coffee shop, ask them for a mug, and walk right out. You save yourself your grande, venti, tall glass, walk yourself out, sit down on the coffee bench. And now we're going to get into our sitting. This is entirely guided. You're going to hear instructions repeatedly. So if you miss the first train, there's a second one or a third one. So you need to pay attention, you need to be playful, and you need to be kind to yourself. Your mind is going to wander. But bring it right back. The second time you hear it, bring it right back. Soon you'll get used to following instructions as they come along. You'll need to be in a quiet place at home so that you're able to follow along. If you have background instructions or people are speaking at you, this sitting isn't going to work for you that well. All right, let's sit down. Find a spot where there's no wind when you sit out at a coffee break. And direct sunshine, avoid direct sunshine because you're going to be uncomfortable and the sitting won't work just the way you want it to. All right, let's take the coffee cup, get to a place. We're going to begin. Now we're reaching for a place of relaxed alertness. The body, breath, and mind are going to be relaxed. And our awareness, we'll learn to see the things that aren't always visible in the bright light of day. But they're always there, as you'll see. And if you see with soft eyes, you'll begin to see space filled with meaning everywhere. Let's begin. Sitting in a comfortable position, sit with your back straight but not stiff. Your feet are firmly placed on the floor if you're sitting on a chair. Heel and toes in full foot contact with the floor. Your hands are either in your lap or your thighs. Now if you're sitting down, you might sit with your legs crossed if it is comfortable. Now if you have water in your cup, please drink it and hold the still warm cup in your hands. I'm still going to drain my cup. Hold your cup, feel the warmth. Now, let's relax the body now. Close your eyes. Relax the expression on your face. Checking the posture, sitting with the back straight, back, neck and head in a straight line. Eyes are closed gently. The expression on the face is relaxed. Bring your attention all the way down to the contact between the body and the floor below. Feel the weight of your body on your hips and thighs. Adjust your torso by leaning forward and watching the weight shift to your thighs, then come back. Lean back and shift the weight to your hips. Observe and come back to the center. Now, side to side. Come back to the middle, where the weight is equally supported by the left and the right, by the hips and the thighs. Bring your attention up the spine. Now pull your shoulders all the way up to the ears and let go suddenly. Let's do it again. Pull the shoulders all the way up and let go. And one more time. Let go. Just relax. Keep the back straight, back, neck and head in a straight line. The back is straight but not stiff. Now let's find a place where the head relaxes on the neck. Bring the chin into your chest. Now take the nose to the ceiling. Come back to the center. Tilt your head to the left. Tilt your head to the right. Come back to the center. Turn your head to the left. Turn your head to the right. Come back to the center. Now, find a place where the head is resting comfortably on the neck. Your nose points a little above the horizon line, allowing the head to rest gently on the neck, balancing on the neck, allowing the neck muscles to relax. Now, we're going to make a duck face as if you're sitting by a pond and you want to join the collection of geese and ducks that are at the pond. We're going to tighten all the face muscles into a duck face. Tighten, 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 and let go. Release all the muscles on the face and relax. Let's try it again. Tightening the face into a tight, mean little duck face. Tight, tight. And then let go. Relax all the muscles on your face. One more time, we attempt to join the gaggle of geese in front of you. Tighten your face, tighten, tighten, and let go. Now the expression on the face is relaxed. Bring a gentle, soft smile to your face. The body is relaxed. The body is relaxed, and you may now bring your attention to the breath. Now, with love, bring your attention to the breath without changing anything. Your eyes are closed, your back is straight but not stiff, your back, neck and head are in a straight line, the body is completely relaxed. And now, you're observing the breath. with gentle attention and a lot of love, bring your attention to observe your breath directly. Without changing anything, just breathe and observe. Observe and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. As you breathe in, feel the energy that's coming into the body. As you breathe in, breathe with the attention of sending the breath energy through the entire body. As you breathe in your breath into your entire body, your arms and your legs. As you breathe in, breathe into your arms, your legs, your feet, your fingers and your toes. As you breathe in, imagine you're filling up an empty balloon animal shaped just like you. Breathing in this empty balloon animal. As you breathe in, feel the energy puff you up fully into your shape, upright. Send the breath to your arms, your hands, your legs, the tips of your finger, the tips of your toes, the top of your hair. As you breathe in, let this balloon animal in your body shape come to life. As you breathe in, you become a breath-filled balloon animal, filled with the stuff of life. Breathing in, fully animated, filled with breath. And as you breathe out, just relax and let the wave of relaxation pass through your entire body. Breathing in, feel this balloon animal shaped just like you, filled with new energy. Breathing out, feel the wave of relaxation. Slow your breath down and follow the rhythm. Breathing in, fill the balloon animal with new energy. Breathing out, feel the wave of relaxation. Slow your breath down. Slow your breath down. Maintain this pattern. The intention is still the same. You're filling in this balloon animal shaped just like you, animating with your incoming breath. And as you breathe out, a wave of relaxation passes through your body. Slow your breath down even more. Moment to moment, feel the breath of life, Ruh, the spirit, animate you, filling yourself up with this stuff of life. And then as you exhale, just a wave of relaxation sweeps through this body. Now, let go of the breath. Let go of the breath and just relax your awareness for a moment. Now I'd like you to see your entire body from the inside with the eyes closed, but your inner eye observing the entire body. Imagining your body to be an empty shell, an empty shell, just like a balloon animal filled with air. Eyes are closed, and bring your awareness to the entire body all at once, feeling the outer surface to be a thin skin, but filled with emptiness inside. As you breathe in and out gently, imagine your body to be empty space. Filling in that space that's separate from the world through a thin layer of skin and cloth. Just observe your body space. A balloon animal filled with life, but empty inside. As you breathe in, you fill it with life. Become aware of your body space and observe the settling down of thoughts. Watching the body space separated from the outside world by a thin layer of skin and cloth. Letting the thoughts settle down. Watching the body space and observing the settling down of thoughts. We're ready to move to the next step. Blinking, open your eyes gently. Blinking, open your eyes gently. And gaze. Let your gaze settle on the empty cup in your hands. You may place your cup at a comfortable spot on the table in front of you. You should be able to see all the way into the cup, all the way down to the bottom of the cup. Opening your eyes gently, staring at an empty cup in front of you. The eyes are soft, and your gaze is filled with loving care. This is your favorite cup, and you look at it with all the attention that you want to muster. Now, let's begin to observe the cup minutely. Now let's begin to see the different aspects of the cup and the cup alone. Don't let your attention waver or run away to the table or anything else. Just let the cup be the entirety of your observation. If the cup is still in your hand, you can feel its warmth. But if it's on the table, just look at the cup on the table. With your fingers, trace out the top rim of the cup. Slowly and methodically, touching the top rim of the cup. If your cup has a handle, touch the handle. Just leave your hand in your lap. With your eyes, follow the same movement. Gently gazing at the rim of the cup. Its hard edges, but your gaze is soft. See the shape of the handle. See the shadow the light casts on the surface of the cup, on the inside and on the outside. Observe the entire cup as if for the first time. Letting the gaze travel all the way around to whatever catches your fancy. The handle, the play of light and shadows, the rim, the inside of the cup, the outside of the cup, the shadow on the table. Observe everything carefully. Now, let's begin to bring our attention to the top rim of the cup. Now let your eyes sit on the rim for a while. Take in the circular shape of the rim. Take in the hard edge of the rim. See the rim entirely. It's hard, it's material, and it's observable directly. Take in the entirety of the outer rim of your coffee cup. Now let's travel inside. Let the attention move into the cup. See all the way to the bottom of the inside cup. Now let the eyes settle inside the cup in a way that you can see the depth and curvature of the cup. You're now seeing inside the cup, and you're looking directly at this curve and shape of the inside of the cup. You're aware of the hard edge of the rim of the cup, but your eyes are now taking in the inside curvature of the cup, the inside of the bottom of the cup, seeing all the way into the cup, becoming aware of its inner presence. Now, a transformation. Begin to feel the inside of the cup. Look carefully and softly inside the cup. And begin to feel the inside of the empty cup, all at one go. You're going to have to adjust the softness and hardness and focus of your attention. You're looking to feel the inside cup, the space inside. You're going to have to play around until a magical transformation happens. Continue to breathe softly and gazing into the inside of the empty cup. Begin to feel the entire inside of the cup at one go. You're looking to see the entire inside empty part of the cup at one go. Staring into the empty cup, feel the inside come alive. And if the magic is happening for you as it is happening for me, my cup is no longer empty. It's filled all the way to the top of the rim. It's filled with the stuff of attention, of my breath, of my life. This cup runneth over. The inside of the cup is now filled with something that is filled all the way to the top of the cup. Feel the inside of the cup all at one go. All at one go. All at one go. If you can see the entire emptiness at one go. Now stay with the same gaze. Keep the emptiness at the center of your attention. Feel it in your heart. And now also notice that the rim of the cup has become soft and diffused. Don't let the attention go to the rim. Just become aware of it, as if peripherally becoming aware of the rim. It's there, but you're not looking at it. Keep looking at the emptiness of the cup. If you can see the entire emptiness at one go. And it has a definite shape. You may begin to see the full shape, a curved, deep cup shape that fills the inside of the empty cup all the way to the top rim. It's a miracle that you can see. You're skeptical of this magic, but yet you can see it with your own eyes, and it's there, it's filled with something. You're not sure of what you see, but don't worry about it. But you see it, and you're sure you see it. You may begin to keep the awareness soft and continue to look intently. And now you may begin to feel the form of the inner cup more clearly and distinctly. But don't try too hard. Don't try too hard. You may begin to see the top flat surface of the inner cup more clearly and distinctly. Don't try too hard. You may begin to feel that the emptiness inside the cup is not quite empty, and that it is filled with something. The rim edge of the cup is soft, and you can feel a distinctly clear inner cup inside the physical cup that you see in front of you. Take in the cup, take in the emptiness that is filled. Take both of these views all at one go. And now close your eyes, letting that settle. Close your eyes, letting it settle. Breathing in softly. Breathing in softly. Bring your attention to this thin edge of skin and cloth, this balloon animal shaped just like yourself. And now bring the same emptiness that is filled with a certain something that you saw in the cup, and feel the same emptiness filled with a certain something. Fill the inside of this balloon animal that sits in your seat as your body. Breathing in and out gently, become aware of the insides of your body, filled with a certain something. Realizing that the outer world that we see outside our skin from our eyes is filled with the same forms carrying emptiness, a certain something that fills the world outside and fills the world inside, just separated by skin and cloth. Breathing in softly, inhaling and exhaling, becoming aware that the same substance of life that fills the inside also fills the outside. We're going to sit in silence for a few minutes. Keep your attention on this empty space that is filled with a certain something. Enjoy the experience of emptiness inside the form. Thoughts will come and go, but your vision is firm. Just return back to your seeing of the inside world. The certain something that fills the inside and the outside is filled with a certain vibration, a certain liveliness, a certain sense of bliss that is not caused by anything, it just is. Created from our consciousness. The true substance is surely this ananda, this bliss that fills the emptiness inside and outside. Keep the attention on the inside form as you breathe in and out in silence. घटाधिभाजने दृष्टिं भित्तिस्त्यक्त्वा विनिक्षिपेत् तल्लयं तत्क्षणात् गत्वा तल्लयात् तन्मयो भवेत्. One should fix his sight on the empty space inside the pot, leaving aside the enclosing structure. Thus, the pot being gone, the mind will at once be dissolved into the space. Through this laya, this dissolution, the mind becomes completely absorbed into the void. Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Blinking, open your eyes. Now, hard problems are hard because we're only seeing the hard edges of the perceivable data. If we learn to soften our gaze, we see the interconnectedness of the hidden form. Hard problems can become soft and malleable problems of emptiness and form. Now, this is a technique from the 5,000-year-old ancient Tantra text called Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, which contains 112 Tantra techniques to discover the mystery within. We practiced two of those techniques today. One was the imagination of this body as empty shell, an empty balloon animal. And the other was the meditation on the empty cup. This particular translation, this particular technique was translated in Paul Reps's 1957 book, Zen Flesh, Zen Bones, as, I quote, look upon an empty bowl without seeing the sides or the material. In a few moments, become aware, end quote. This is a meditation technique that's pure. It does not require you to believe anything from the outside. Seeing is believing, as they say, and verily and surely this seeing is believing. If you saw the empty space inside, you believe it. You don't have to take my word for it. It's there and you know it. And so it's pure because you don't have to impose a belief structure. You just see it. And you take only your direct observation as proof. You also notice that the technique isn't an imaginary figment of some modern yogi's fever dream. This is quite real, and it's very practical. You can do this with any coffee cup at any time. All you have to do is just step out for 20 minutes, find a quiet place, take your coffee cup and look inside. And you'll notice that the coffee cup and you are just the same. Here's another fun question that I have for you. So when we buy a house, do we buy the walls or do we buy the empty space inside the walls? And of course the answer is we buy the empty space inside the walls. The space often carries more meaning than the form itself. The emptiness itself is the container for meaning. And so this is often a good exercise to remind yourself, if you're running into hard problems at work, as I do often, the ability to see inside, intuition, often is lost because we're looking at the hard edges of the problems. If you're able to see the space that is empty, filled with meaning, you're always going to be able to see intuitively the problem that is really expecting, begging to be solved, and you can solve it. So it's a great intuition process as well. So with that, I'd like to request you to unmute yourself, and I'd really love to listen to your feedback. Did you see the empty space? Did you see it filled with something? If you did, I'd like to hear it. If you didn't, I'd still like to hear it so I can improve this technique. So you can unmute yourself now, and I'd love to hear your feedback.
It was a really good meditation program. And I didn't know, I didn't have any thoughts, completely empty.
Thank you. Thank you. What other feedback?
So I could see water inside the cup, like inside the cup, another layer of water, and I couldn't see my outline, like you said, a balloon. I couldn't see that outline. I just saw maybe light, just emptiness,
Yeah.
Just nothing. So it was wonderful. Yeah, thank you.
Very nice. Thank you. So when you say you saw the inside, you feel like there's water. My cup is empty, as you can see. Well, now it is. But it still fills up with something. And even though I teach this technique, I'm always surprised myself when I do it, because I'm not expecting to see this magic. And I still see it. And I'm shocked that to the surface of the cup, it's filled with something. I hope you were able to see it. Any other questions or comments? Wonderful. This should take you 20 minutes, no more, when you do it on your own. I taught it for a longer time just to get you used to the practice. It's a very pure practice and it's very fun. And I encourage you to do it as frequently as you need to, because you get to see a new way of solving problems. When you enter a room, if you do this frequently enough, you'll begin to take in the whole room all at once. You'll see the space before you see the walls, and that makes it a much more spacious and meaning-filled experience. Because now, eventually, what happens in yoga is, when you do this for long enough and you do other sittings for long enough, you reach a state of samadhi where you see form, but you see things filled with emptiness. Buddha talks about it, the Buddhist people talk about it, but when you experience it yourself, it's very pure. Because you see form, you see things, you see hard things, but they're filled with emptiness. There is no thing, no substance to it. So Buddha called it shunyata, which is often translated as emptiness, but it's wrong. Shunya doesn't mean emptiness. It does not merely mean zero. Shunya can also mean infinity. Everything is also covered in it, because it's a non-dimensional observation. Right? What is the color of the emptiness? It's nothing. I don't have a color for it. So it's infinite and zero at the same time. So when Buddha said shunyata is his observation of the world itself, that can be your observation by practicing in this sitting, because you'll see form, but they don't really exist. And so when somebody says this world is Maya, it's filled with illusion, you don't have to take this yogi's word for it. You will see it yourself, Just the way you're seeing the emptiness inside, even though there's nothing in it, you see it, right? You will flip the vision of your world around you. You will see the Maya. You see it, there's shape and forms, colors and lights and shadows. There are people, outlines, trees, everything you see. But you see them to be empty, but filled with something really interesting and meaningful. And that's the state all yogis want to get to, because that's when your vairagya, your ability to discriminate truly begins. Because you see what is truly there and what is not. What appears to be there, like the rim of this cup, the physical cup, isn't the real thing. It's the thing inside it. What appears to be the world outside isn't going to be real anymore. That's the true vairagya. And that vairagya leads to viveka. Sorry, I've switched the words around. That's the true viveka, which is viveka is discrimination, and vairagya is dispassion. So viveka is when you see something and you can see through it, right? You can discriminate what is truly there and what is not. And then vairagya is, then if I know this cup is empty, I don't really care for the cup. I care for the thing that it carries, right? That is vairagya. Vairagya is not, okay, no, I'm letting go of this and that. No, it's realizing that the thing that carries meaning is carried inside all this form and light and shadow. And that's the reason all the yogis are crazy for emptiness. It's not that you want to empty yourself of thoughts. They often say that in Buddhism, but it's not correctly understood. You're not trying to empty yourself of thoughts. You're trying to fill yourself with the stuff of being, the stuff of life. And that's the thing that most English translated yogis don't understand. That it's not emptiness that you seek, it's fullness that you're seeking. So if you saw fullness in an empty cup, you saw fullness in an empty body, or emptiness in a full body, same thing, that's what you want. And that's what this sitting is really good for. With that, I'm going to chant the closing prayer, so I'd like you to join along, please. We're going to sit and chant together. We'll chant Om once, because I sense your nervousness, and then we will go to the closing prayers, which is Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Now, please sit with your back straight, back, neck and head in a straight line. Close your eyes gently and relax the expression on the face. Gently bring the palms together at the heart center. Bring your attention at the heart center, and now we're going to chant Om once, then the closing prayers. Exhale completely, take a deep breath, inhale. Inhale, then chant. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhaved. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bend forward in a deep sense of surrender. Come back up. Rub your palms together to generate some heat. Gently cup your eyeballs to transfer that heat. Massaging the face and the neck. And then blinking, open your eyes and pull your palms back like an open book. Namaskar. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a great day. Namaskar.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.